Hey everyone, welcome back to Know the 411 on channel. Today we're talking about intermittent fasting, a health trend that's been getting a lot of buzz lately. Many people are curious about it, and for good reason. It's not just another diet, it's more like a lifestyle approach to eating. Now before we dive in, I want to make it clear that I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm simply here to provide you with the information you need to make informed decisions about your own health journey. If you're considering intermittent fasting or just want to learn more about it, stick around. We'll cover the basics, explore different methods, and discuss the potential pros and cons. Let's dive in. So, what exactly is intermittent fasting? In a nutshell, it's a pattern of eating where you cycle between periods of eating and voluntary fasting on a regular schedule. It's not so much about what you eat, but rather when you eat. Unlike traditional diets that often focus on restricting calories or certain food groups, intermittent fasting focuses on time-restricted feeding. This means you're essentially setting specific eating windows and fasting windows throughout your day or week. Now you might be thinking, fasting? That sounds intense. But don't worry, it's not as extreme as it might sound. There are various methods of intermittent fasting, each with its own set of rules and schedules, so you can find one that fits your lifestyle. Remember, the key to intermittent fasting is to find a sustainable approach that works for you and your body. In the next few minutes, we'll delve into some popular methods of intermittent fasting. One of the most popular and beginner-friendly methods of intermittent fasting is the 16-8 method. As the name suggests, this method involves fasting for 16 hours each day, and then consuming all your calories within an 8-hour eating window. For example, you could skip breakfast and have your first meal at noon, then continue eating until 8 p.m. This method can be a great option for people who are new to fasting as it allows for a relatively long eating window. Many people find the 16-8 method to be sustainable because it aligns well with a typical workday schedule. You're essentially just extending your overnight fast a little longer. However, it's important to listen to your body and adjust the fasting and eating windows as needed. If you find yourself feeling overly hungry or experiencing negative side effects, you might need to experiment with a shorter fasting window. Just a reminder to please like, share, and subscribe. Your support allows us to create more informative videos. Now let's get back to the video. Another popular approach is the 5-2 method. This method takes a slightly different approach to intermittent fasting. Instead of daily fasting, you restrict your calorie intake for 2 non-consecutive days each week. On the 2 fasting days, you typically consume around 500 to 600 calories, while the remaining 5 days of the week are regular eating days where you focus on consuming a balanced and nutritious diet. For example, you might choose Monday and Thursday as your fasting days, and then eat normally for the rest of the week. This method can be appealing to people who prefer to have more flexibility in their eating schedules. However, it's important to note that the 2 fasting days can be challenging, especially initially. It's crucial to stay well hydrated and focus on consuming nutrient-rich, low-calorie foods during those days to manage hunger and maintain energy levels. The Eat-Stop-Eat method is another popular intermittent fasting approach that involves a 24-hour fast once or twice a week. During a 24-hour fast, you abstain from food altogether but ensure you stay well hydrated by drinking plenty of water, unsweetened tea, or black coffee. For example, you might choose to fast from dinner time one day to dinner time the next day. This method allows you to eat normally for the majority of the week, while incorporating a longer fasting period. The Eat-Stop-Eat method can be a good option for people who are already familiar with intermittent fasting and are looking for a more challenging approach. However, it's essential to listen to your body and adjust the frequency of your 24-hour fasts as needed. If you're new to fasting, it's generally recommended to start with a shorter fasting window and gradually work your way up to longer durations as your body adapts. Now that we've discussed some popular methods of intermittent fasting, let's talk about what you can eat during your eating windows. Remember, the quality of your diet still matters, even when you're fasting. Focus on consuming a balanced and nutritious diet that includes plenty of fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains. These foods are packed with essential nutrients, fiber, and antioxidants to support your overall health and well-being. Stay hydrated by drinking plenty of water throughout the day, especially during your fasting windows. You can also enjoy unsweetened tea or black coffee if you prefer. It's best to limit or avoid processed foods, sugary drinks, and excessive amounts of unhealthy fats. These foods can spike your blood sugar levels, leading to energy crashes and increased hunger. So, there you have it, a beginner's guide to intermittent fasting. We've covered the basics, explored some popular methods, and discussed what to eat during your eating windows. Remember, this is just a starting point. If you're considering trying intermittent fasting, it's always a good idea to consult with your healthcare provider, especially if you have any underlying health conditions or take medications. They can help you determine if it's right for you and provide personalized guidance. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And let us know what kind of videos you want to see next here on the Know the 411 On channel.